Alright, guys, good morning, good evening, and if it is night, wherever you are watching this video at this moment, I greet you and I welcome you to switching concept on Mikrotik Cloud Code hosted router. So I'm going to be continuing this video, which I started about a couple of it's going to over a day now, over 24 hours. I started this video and I've been showing you guys on how to uh, span VLAN on a Mikrotik router. For those of you who might not be aware of what Mikrotik router can do, the features you can get from Mikrotik router out of box, the Mikrotik router OS can actually, uh, turn your PC, okay, into a routing device. And in this video, I'm going to be showing you how you can establish communication between host device through a Mikrotik router without actually configuring a single IP address on the Mikrotik router. All right. I want to be sure that those that are joining this live session can actually hear us out, which of course is really nice. Okay. All right. I just want to be sure of that. Just a minute. Okay. Yes, we're not going to rush, but we just want to get everything set. Thank you so much for joining. Thank you. Thank you. Please, as you are joining this, watching this live, help us to share, help us to like it, and share with friends. Okay. Thank you so much. All right. Okay. I actually want people to. Okay. Start watching the video. Okay. Can help us to help me to share this video on Facebook, on LinkedIn. I welcome you, all of you. You are so welcome. You are so welcome. Welcome to my channel. You are going to really learn good things. So I'm going to be giving you illustrations on what I've done. So while waiting for some people to, I actually want some people to join me on this live video today. Okay, and once they join, I'm going to kickstart. So, but first of all, what you're actually seeing here, this is purely a Mikrotik router. Okay, This is a Mikrotik router. This is another Mikrotik router. I have 4 Mikrotik routers here, and these are VPCs that comes default with EVNG. Okay. In the last video, I've actually configured IP address as per the topology you are seeing here, and I have 4 VLANs. Okay, I have 4 VLANs, virtual local area network, and each of the VLAN are 10. Okay, I have the one of 20, I have the one of 30, and I have the one of 40, as you can see. So the red is 10. Okay, the red is 10, the yellow is 30, the green is 20, and the blue is 40. Okay, so I give us an illustration of how um, I actually did something like this, but just give me a minute. Let's see. Okay, I just want to be sure that. So like I said, I so I've basically configured the IP address and the subnet marks on each of the VPC as per the topology you are seeing right now. But one thing is that I don't configure any gateway on them. So my aim is to even show us that gateway usually sit on an IP address sits on layer 3 device like router and some layer 3 switch. But in this case, I don't even configure a gateway IP on each of these VPC. They just have their own host IP. So in a broadcast domain, they can actually send communication without the need of a gateway. Okay. However, these are Mikrotik routers, which name you say as MKT switch 1, MKT underscore switch 2, MKT underscore switch 3. They are Mikrotik routers, but I'm using them as a switch in this video. And this guy is for management purpose, for me to be able to have a Winbox access to any of those routers. And some basic things that I've configured, I actually start with this Mikrotik router here. Okay, I start with this Mikrotik router, and what are the things I actually configured on it? Okay, firstly, I configured the ID. Second, I configured the ROMO. Okay, I configured the ROMO, and thirdly, I configure uh bridge. Okay, I configure 4 bridge for to to pass the communication of each VLAN. So 4 bridge. I also I renamed the physical interface. Okay, I rename each of the physical interface. Okay, I rename each of the physical interface that I actually want to participate in a particular uh, strong communication and um, access communication. Okay, and also I create VLANs. I create VLANs to to divide the broadcast domain. Okay, and finally I add the VLAN to a particular bridge and some other physical port communication that leads to each of the hosts. I actually want them to communicate in a particular VLAN. So I add them to the bridge, and if you do that, it's actually going to work. But the last video that I did, when I finished the first part just to test, the communication was not established. And what was the problem? I was trying to make a communication between this green to communicate to this green. Okay. After um, configuring this side and I configured this side, I tried to ping from this IP to this IP. It was not successful. I tried several times and I tried to figure out the issue. I couldn't get it. But today I'm going to be showing you what the problem is actually all about. So I actually start with each of them. So I'm going to show you the uh, the VPCs. Okay, let me bring this. So this is representing VPC 22. As you can see, where is VPC 22? The VPC 22 is where is VPC 22? This is it. Okay, as you can see, the VPC 22, you will see the IP address on it. The IP address on it is 192.168.20.51. Okay, 192.168.20.51. So I can actually show you from there. So I can set show IP, as you can see. So it's going to show the IP 192.168.20.51, which is on VPC 22. And the subnet mask is /24. Now it's taking the gateway as 255.255.255.0, but actually I don't mean to configure gateway on any of them. In fact, that gateway is not even correct as far as it's concerned. All right, so possibly that might be one of the error or mistakes. Okay, but for the gateway not to be correct, I think I need to work on it. So I need to reconfigure that to show us that we actually do the right thing. So for me to reconfigure that, I'll set IP address. Okay, I'll set IP. This guy is not responding. Okay, it's taking a while. Okay, IP 192.168. Okay, dot 20.51. Then with the subnet mask 255.255.255.0, let's see what we are going to have. So it's checking for duplicate IP address, and thereafter it's going to assign the IP address for the guy. So the next command I'm going to do, I'll just try to see if I actually show the IP. Okay, show IP. You still notice that I'm still getting the gateway as 255.255.255, but I want a situation whereby I'm not going to get that. So that means what I would just need to do is to assign, let me wait a little. Okay, something is actually going on. I think that's why this video is not being seen at the moment. Okay, sorry. uh, we actually need to go live. Sir, we need to go live. Save. Okay, let's see. Yeah, thank you very much. Yeah, fine. Thank you very much. Thank you so much for. All right, so we're going to continue, just like as I've shown you here. So I actually show the IP. So after showing the IP, let's see what we still have. So what I'm going to do is that I'm going to reassign the IP address again, and this time around I don't want to uh, like I don't want to add the 255.255.255.0. I don't want to add this, so I'm going to remove it from there and just put the IP address alone. So maybe it's not going to assume that that is the uh, gateway IP address I want to use. Okay, just to be certain that I'm only having the host IP on my VPC. Okay, all right. So checking for duplicates, I think this is going to work for me. So if this is the way it is, it's still assigning 25.255.255.255.0, which of course is still okay. I think because that is not really the problem. Oh, very good. You very very good. Now this is what I actually want. Okay, 192.168.20.51/24, and the gateway is 0.0.0.0. So the gateway is completely open right now. So I'm going to do the same for VPC. I've done that for VPC 22, which is the uh, VPC that I've designed to be in the green VLAN on Mikrotik underscore switch. So I'm also going to bring in another. Okay, let's see. VPC. I'm going to take VPC 14. I don't know if it's going to come here. Okay, so this is the VPC 14, as you can see. So this is VPC 14. So let me also show the IP address. Show IP. Then I'm going to correct that if the IP address is not in order. Okay, you see it also having the gateway of 255.255.0. So what I'm going to do right now for this VPC 14 is that I'm going to say IP 192.168 for the green VLAN. The pieces are to take the they are to take the VLAN ID of 20. So 192.168 dot is going to be the VLAN ID. So just for some consistency. Then for VPC 14 is dot 49, 20.49. So I'm not going to assign, actually use dot 2 times 29. So I'm not going to assign the any other number. So don't forget, you need to write to save. If not, it's not going to save. So I'm going to say show IP to see what I'm going to have. So the gateway is 0 now. Then I'm going to save that for this. I'm going to also save that for this. Then I'm going to ping 192.168.20 for this is 51. Okay, I'm going to pick 51. So 51 is responding, the other one is 49. Okay, I'm going to ping 49 at this point. Now 49 is not going to respond. Even if I ping the gateway, I'm not really sure the gateway is going to respond. Now let's try to ping the gateway. So far there's no IP address that is carrying that gateway IP. It's not going to respond. Don't let me bother myself. Now let me just go to VPC 14. VPC 14, and I'm going to ping the IP address. The VPC 14 is 192.168.20.49. 192.168.20.49. So if I ping that, it's as if I'm pinging itself. So I expect it to respond. Okay, VPC 14, 192.168.20.49. Oh, it's not responding. So what is wrong? 192.168.20.29. Okay, not 49, 29. So I need to change that. Okay, let me just change this to 29 and see. That's a typo error that we need to watch out for. Okay, see, it's responding to itself, but I need to change it to 49 so that it can match up with what I have on my topology. All right, so for me to change that, so I'll do the change here, 49, then I'll do a save command. I'll save, sorry, then I'm going to ping 192.168.20.49. Okay, yes, that is it. Now even if I try to ping 51, it's not going to respond. 51, if I ping 51, it's not going to respond because the communication is not true. So this is the problem I actually encountered yesterday, and I'm going to show you where this problem is coming from. Now let me keep those ones and let me come up with the Mikrotik router 1. Okay, this Mikrotik router 1. So it's always good when you are working with a lab like this, that you have your topology first. Okay, you draw your topology and you ensure that you design something that can guide you. Okay, and apart from EVNG design, also have a proper labeling of your design work, so that if you want to troubleshoot, it's actually going to help you. So now let me just show you. So the basic things that I told you that I've actually configured on this router, let me quickly show you right now. First of all, I let you to understand that I configured the identity of the Mikrotik router, and that's why you are seeing admin at mkt underscore sw1. I also configured the romo, and if you check the romo status, the enable is going to be yes. Okay, so let's be doing that one by one. For those who might have not checked out that video, but I ask you to check the link of the video. Okay, let's see, the guy is not really responding so well. So let's keep this aside. Let's bring up Mikrotik router 2 from here. Okay, like I said, if your system is not having sufficient RAM for some of this, it's going to sometimes slows down. Okay, so that is some of the things I think I'm experiencing now. If not, I'm supposed to be a little bit faster than this. Okay, let's bring this down. Okay, let me see what I can do. If I can bring my topology. Okay, let me bring the topology a little bit up. Okay, let me shift this guy. Let me shift it to this side. Okay, so that I can. Okay, let's leave that one that way. What type of error is that? Okay, it's showing me an error for that Mikrotik router. Maybe that's why. So I'm going to close it. So don't worry about that. I'm going to close them. So, and I can open them again. Don't worry. I don't know why this error is coming up, but never mind. Uh, okay, the guy is not responding. Wow. Let me stop the node and let me restart it again. I think something is wrong at the moment. Why is showing this error? Stop all node. Trying to stop the node. Oh, I'm getting a database error at the moment. This is very, very serious. This is so serious. This is serious. This is so serious. I think I need to find something to do because I'm not getting response from any of them as it is. More actions. Stop all node. So I'm trying to stop all the nodes. It's not. So sorry. Sorry.